Hey, what is up you guys? It is iReversal and welcome to the Clash of Clans update for December. The Christmas update is finally here. I love the new login screen so badly. It looks really awesome. It's basically the same one as before, but right now Christmas theme. And as you guys can see, it is snowing on the base. Just look at the graphics here. Snow on the town hall. By the way, I also upgraded to town hall level 7, which is really awesome. I logged in a little bit earlier and I got myself my dark elixir drill in the works right now. That's one of the updates right now for town hall level 7. You're going to be having the ability to get your dark elixir drill and gather those resources for the dark elixir storage as well. So that's a cool little thing. And look at the snow here. Everywhere is the snow. Now there's one thing that you should take into consideration. That's on your base. There's going to be a couple of Christmas trees that are going to be growing or popping up out of nowhere. Make sure you don't cut those trees because they're going to be dropping some presents. And I have no idea what those presents are going to be, but just make sure to leave some room in your base. Luckily for me, I got plenty of room for everything to grow. So I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening there. Now there's one feature that I wanted to go over with, which I think is really awesome, and that is the base build layout kind of change into the feature. So let's just jump right into this. I already went on ahead and actually tried it out, and I paused and I logged off the game and then actually saved. So we can just go back to editing this layout whenever we want, and it just plays a couple of things here and there, or you can actually press at the left side at finish later, and then it's over here. You can just finish it later, and I think the little icon here actually shows off that it's in progress. So if we actually go here and remove all and press finish later, it shows back again at empty. Now you have the ability to change your base accordingly by pressing it to set to active, but we need to build some bases first in order to do that. So I'm going to be experimenting with that, but the whole concept of this is that you don't have to swap up your base anymore. You can just basically invest some time into this layout base builder, and that way you're having the ability to swap accordingly to your own wishes. So for example, if you want your town hall to be outside of the castle or just the base itself in order to drop some trophies, you can just do it by pressing one button, which is set to active on another base. So that is really awesome. You're going to be getting 3 types of base that you can save up, and the same thing for the war bases as well. So that is really awesome. Next up, there's another thing I want to show you guys, and that's one thing that I'm not too happy with, and that is the fact that the walls do not have the ability after level 6 anymore to be upgraded with elixirs. That unfortunately has been bumped up to level, I think level 9. I got my notes over here. Let me actually go ahead and check it. Yeah, level 9 and higher. That's the economy balancing, I suppose. But in return, we got the dark elixir drills at level 7, and the second dark elixir drill is going to be available at level 8. Another thing is that the dark elixir drill right now has the ability to carry more capacity. So that means it will have the ability to save up more dark elixir in the drills as well, which actually makes for a nice little change. But we'll have to see about how that's going to be working out. And also, there are some combat balancings as well. When we're on the subject of balancing anyway, I wanted to jump ahead and actually go to one of the NPC, actual single player maps. Let's actually check this one out to see if it has the... Yeah, it does. So there's these archer towers right now. They actually shoot at two times the speed as before. So I'm actually going to be testing it out by dropping a giant over here. And as you guys can see, it's actually like shooting way faster, but actually 2 times the speed, but does half the amount of damage. And on top of that, you also see at the bottom, at every single icon of your units, you see a number. That is the level of your units. And over here, level 4 spell. So spells and numbers got their own little thing. I don't have my heroes yet, like a barbarian king or my archer queen, but those also like flash their hit points whenever they have low health. So that is a really nice little feature over there. Is there anything else? There's improved level display, and I think that is about it. You also got army camps that is decreased in health, and I'm actually going to show it to you guys right now. I actually just dropped out of a battle right now because there's some balancing as well towards the hit points of some buildings. The army camp used to be one of those buildings that took a really long time to take out in comparison to other buildings, and right now, as you guys can see, this level 6 army camp only has 350 health, where I believe that that's something like 1,000 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but the barracks barracks over here, level 8, has more health than the army camps does. And barracks were relatively easily to take out. So you see that balance over there as well. And that is not the only thing. I believe that also the spell factory has a little bit more health right now. There's actually some other buildings as well. I think the cannon right now has more health as well. So 720 on level 7. So that is a nice little thing as well. Barracks got a little boost. Laboratory as well. Let me actually check the laboratory. 650, that's definitely an upgrade. It was so easy to take it out before. And dark elixir drills as well, but I didn't have that one yet. So that is also a thing. And also they're saying that some hit point values have been adjusted slightly for many other buildings. So I'm not going to go too much in depth with all of that kind of stuff. One thing to note is that the lava pup for the lava hounds that you unlock at level 10, I believe from tunnel level 10, the health of that has also been slightly decreased as well. If you're thinking that the information that I'm putting out there goes a little bit too fast, just make sure to check the video description. All of the information is going to be in there as well. All of the updated information for Clash of Clans the winter update. Now, is there anything that I'm missing out? Yeah, I'm actually missing out on the level 7 giants. Right now, giants are level 7. The maximum level of giants are level 7, but unfortunately that is going to be on tunnel level 10. So I expect some of the bigger YouTubers out there who have everything maxed out to show you guys some gameplay footage of that. So that is going to be pretty awesome. Now there's another thing, another feature that actually got introduced into the game, and that has to do with clans, and that is compare your clan to other clans on the clan leaderboard. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the leaderboards and go to the top clans. And maybe over here, I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be, but maybe at the bottom. Local clans, international. Yeah, I can see myself here being rank 63,000, so we're doing pretty well. I mean, we're only 63,000. I'm pretty sure there's like 100,000 or something like that. And this, of course, is international. For the international rank is like, for example, you got the ability at your clan castle to actually swap it up to, let's say, to the country where you're living in. So for me that would be the Netherlands, but considering the fact that we are multi-language, we are international. But let's say let's actually try out in Afghanistan to see if we are in Afghanistan, and we're just gonna go here to the clans. And we can actually check the rankings for Afghanistan and see where we're at ranked. And we are actually rank 69 in Afghanistan, which is actually pretty funny to see. I didn't expect us to be that high up because, you know, I think a lot of people are actually just using international. Let's actually see how the Dutch people are doing because, of course, I live in the Netherlands. So I wanted to keep it to that. So let's actually search for it down here. Should be around here, Netherlands. There you go. And, let's see how my fellow countrymen are doing right here in the top clans for the Netherlands. So, let me actually go ahead and check it out. We're somewhere near the bottom. And as you guys can see, we're getting in the 20,000s. And I'm apparently not on there because people actually do have some Dutch pride in there. So that's pretty cool. People from Afghanistan should do that as well. Anyway, let's change it back to international because that's where we're at right now. So that's a cool little feature. It's not too interesting, at least for me, because I'm not really all that competitive. So that is a thing that you guys can take a look at. Now there's another thing, and that is actually just going to show it off to you guys. We can boost our things over here, and it also said something in the sense of resume boost now shows how much time remaining for the boost. I have no idea what that means. That's probably because whenever there's an update or something like that, you have the ability to resume the boost if anything, but that's not really all that interesting. I'm kind of bummed out about the fact that the 1 gem boosts are not there this time around, because those were really awesome. But yeah, that is unfortunately not there. Few notable other changes, at least not for me. I cannot show it off to you guys. If you're under attack, you can right now, if you log online onto the game, can watch the replay now live as you are waiting for you to actually load your village. That way you can actually see how the attack is going. That way you are not really all that bored. Another thing is pending to join clans. If people actually want to be joining in, there's a maximum of 10 requests that are shown onto the message board or the chat, so that way it doesn't get entirely spammed. So that is really like a great feature for like the bigger YouTubers out there who advertise their clan. Like I can't imagine that they keep getting like hundreds of people wanting to join into their clan, so that is reducing the spam quite a bit. And on top of that, another thing that is actually changed is the Inferno Tower. Right now shoots for a longer time before getting depleted. That means that you basically, the way it works is you got, like for example, your unit here or your building, right? And what they have as an option is actually to load in some dark elixir or some elixirs to actually shoot away that, because they're going to be needing that. Like let's say we can call it an energy source. Now that energy source for the Inferno Towers, I saw a lot of comments into the forum, people saying that it was too short, so they actually like increased that time, which is a nice thing. So that basically concludes the Clash of Clans update. If I missed out on anything, everything will be in the video description down below, which I don't think I did, but I'm going to show you guys some gameplay footage of the winter edition of Clash of Clans. I actually have a couple of fun raids planned, like for example only wall breakers, because some of you guys out there actually requested me to do that, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy the update. That being said, as always, make sure that if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And this has been Reversion for Clash of Clans. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.